Somké.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jay. This is MMA Underground, and I am here with the one and only.
Okay. And man, we got a phenomenal guest back in the building. You've seen him. We have the one, the only Baby Broly back in the building.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
What's up,
Back.
man? One of the
Hey,
strongest
happy to be back.
one of the strongest warriors in Dragon Ball. How
That's right.
you
And
doing,
soon to
man?
be on the west side on Street Beef.
I'm not going to lie, though. The end of that highlight, that exchange of punches just to the face, you both just eating punches to the face, is like the wildest 20 seconds.
Oh yeah. Felt like the longest 20 seconds, but man, I was not gonna give in. I was not gonna be the one that was gonna stand there. I was gonna keep on going.
Yeah, I don't think
Definitely.
the crowd. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna give a shout out to El Jaguar. If he ever ends up watching, hey, shout out to you, bro. That was the best fight ever.
Absolutely, man. I mean, that exchange is was crazy. And to hear the crowd that day, I don't think I've ever heard the crowd that loud, that energetic. Like it was chaos. It was madness. It was epic for sure.
Definitely. That energy was amazing. That's why I keep
Mhm.
coming back because I love that energy. It felt so good.
Well, speaking of which, man, I mean, we just had you back last month. You had a fight, and let's get into it, man. It's been a little minute
Let's
since we've
do it.
seen you, and you got back into the ring. The new upgraded Smoke Ranch. So yeah,
Yeah.
let's talk
Oh
about it.
man, I love it. I love it. It felt good in there, being able to have footing and not have to worry about the sand fucking up your footing was such a good upgrade. I seen you guys did a couple minor upgrades. I seen a bunch of paddings on the wall as well, which is really cool. Such a good feeling in that cage. Good energy in there. Definitely.
Did you feel like it helped with your performance this time?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yep, I signed up again, so I should be on the 28th. I should be there again.
Okay. Okay. This month.
I actually got three fighters coming with me as well that I know. So I had three new guys coming in. So hopefully
Okay.
they do good.
O and O.
Say that again.
Everybody's O&O. You said new
Yeah,
guys.
O, all new fighters. Yes, sir.
Okay. You want to
So
drop
I'm
the fight
excited
name
for that.
so we can look forward.
Uh, I know one of them for sure is gonna be Chivo. Chivo's gonna be one of them, and
Okay.
I'm not too sure about the other two, but I'll definitely be giving you guys the heads up.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Shit.
excited.
That's the thing too, and that's always the story I like. Like with the new guys now, we're hearing it. It's some of these guys know what they want their name to be, right? Some of them don't know yet.
Yes.
For some people, the name is important. For other people, they're like, man, I was signed up, I showed up, I didn't have a name, I just chose one.
Yeah. It would have been Baby Broly or my name for sure. So I went with Baby Broly. That sounds pretty cool, and that's one of my favorite characters. Plus, it's all in the name, man. He's all natural, so that's usually what I did. That's what I did. I came in, didn't box, didn't train, none of that. Just straight, just went in there, and it was a dope experience. Very dope. Now, one thing I would give out advice to anybody: make sure you train, because we all know what the key is that cardio. Cardio is key, and I learned it the hard way there, but I was able to push through it.
Gotta let
That's
them know,
right. There
man.
it is.
Oh,
Hey, that is not a joke. Cardio is key because you
All
will
right,
gas out real quick.
just in case there's anybody watching who's like me, when you say that's your favorite character, is that Dragon Ball Z? Because I've never watched a single episode, so I'm guessing.
Yes, yes, it is. There's two
Okay.
different ones, but yeah, that's where it comes from. Dragon Ball Z.
Now Somké's meme response to me earlier in the day makes so much more sense.
Yeah,
we've only
guy's a
had Broly
monster,
on
man.
before, but it's cool.
Okay, listen, with this going for 4 years now, I can't remember the story behind everybody's name. And I've never seen Dragon Ball Z, so I just have to assume. It's kind of like Somké when I hit you up and a fighter reaches out and I'm like, bro, I do not know their real names. Who am I talking to? And then you tell me like, oh, it's so and so. I'm like, bet, had a million conversations with him, just didn't know his real name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm usually if I'm not busy, I'll hop on to every live you guys are on. So I was going through some stuff a couple of months back that I wasn't able to present myself or even do anything about it. But now that I'm able to do stuff, I'm showing support and I'm making sure I do everything I can. And then I'm gonna try not to miss no events till the next year because, like I said, I want to get my Letterman. That's one of my big goals is to try to get a Letterman. I see he has one for sure. He has one. I see him rock it every day or every event, which is really cool. Can't wait.
Yeah, man. How many fights do you have total so far?
I believe going for seven. Going for seven. I just had my
Okay.
sixth one.
Okay. So yeah, man. Technically the threshold is 10 fights.
Yeah.
You know, I believe, what the fighter does amongst the community also helps, because there are some fighters who have 10 fights and aren't in the Hall of Fame. But
Right.
you know, yeah, man, you're getting there. You're definitely getting there.
I
And if you
appreciate
plan
it.
on fighting, oh, absolutely. If you plan on fighting every
Definitely.
month or just about every
Every
month, I
month.
mean, yeah, you'll
Yeah.
be up there. You'll be up there.
I mean, not to flex, but we do have a Hall of Famer on the show every week, just for everybody out there.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Yes,
I
sir.
was
Yes,
there for
sir.
that event too. When the 24 year 24, I believe I was there. Or are you
25,
25?
25,
You're 20.
25.
Oh, okay.
They did 23 and then 25.
Okay, okay. That's cool. So I missed 23. I didn't know about 23. I seen 24. I believe I was there that day. So that
No,
was
no,
really
no. There's
cool.
only two. There's only been two ceremonies.
Oh,
The
was
first
it
one was
23?
yeah, the
Oh
first one
shit.
was in
Okay.
23, and then the second
All
one was
right.
last year.
Okay, okay. So yeah, that's the one I was there for.
Well, they do a
So
great
cool.
job with those because just watching it on the internet got me in my feelings. Knowing some of the guys, knowing Daniel a little bit, watching the speeches, and then I didn't know Somké was coming up for the Hall of Fame. I didn't know that he was getting in. I know you didn't know either, but I'm just
No.
saying. So I'm watching, and then all this like nice things and praise, and then they call Somké up there, and I'm like, I'm in my feelings a little. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, yeah, no, it was. They do a great job with it.
Shout out to Daniel. Shout out to Heart in the Fight, and all his hard work, because he really makes that happen behind the scenes. And he doesn't have to. He really does it for the love and out of his heart and out of his pocket. So thank you, Daniel. And man, not to mention everyone else in my class. I mean, I was in a special class, and the first class was special as well. But I definitely, to be amongst the other guys in that class of Hall of Fame is awesome. And I'm sure, whenever you make it, bro, it's gonna be you amongst other greats. You know what I'm saying? You won't be just by
Mhm.
yourself going into that next class.
Right.
But let's talk about this past event, man. Like I said,
Yes.
it's been a few months since we had last seen you, and you came back. And for the fans, man, we've been ready to see Broly Black, or I'm sorry, Baby Broly back
Baby.
in
Yeah.
the ring. So how did it feel? What made you sign up? How did it feel coming back? Walk us through it.
All right. So the feeling is always there. Feeling is always going to be there for sure because it's just a dope experience being able to sign up and then out of nowhere, they've been doing it a little differently now, but usually you'll see the video on Facebook or Instagram saying that they got fighters, and then they'll make the video and they'll announce it. But lately, they've been this last event. They go and put they make a group chat, and if you're in it, that means you're gonna fight. So that always flares me up. I get excited and happy.
Mhm.
So man, it's just a good feeling to be able to say that I was in those fights because all the time I used to watch them, and I've seen your fights before. I've seen a couple of Big Daddy Williams. I've seen El Coyote. I've seen Earthling 7, I want to say. Uh, and then the reason why I was able to come up on here, and shout out to Killer B. He's the one that brought me onto this.
Killer B.
Man, such a good guy right there. He looked out for me, and thanks to him, I'm able to keep on going, and I'm gonna keep on pushing. I know his last fight he didn't win it, but man, I'm gonna try my best to win it for us because we got to push through this.
Hell yeah.
Such a
And
good
shout
feeling,
out to
though.
Killer B. We need you back, bro. As a fan, I love to see him fight. But even just if he just appeared, just to show up, kick it, that would be dope as well. He ref my first fight, and
What? That's cool.
yup. And I remember me and Killer B being on the outside of the ring, just chopping it up, kind of giving each other's opinion, exchanging opinions and politicking over fights and stuff. And
Right.
yeah, great dude, great dude.
Yeah, he was the first one to train me. He would spar with me. We would spar every other week or every week. We would link up and we would spar in his garage. Man, it was such a blessing. And then next thing you know, he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna get you on there," and he ended up doing it. So that was really cool.
Hell yeah.
That was really cool. And then so about the fight now. The fight was awesome. I was supposed to fight somebody else, but at last moment they ended up switching it up. But you know me, I don't
Who
really
you supposed to
care.
fight?
Bring um what was his name? It was the dude that ended up throwing up. The Samoan guy. Uh like Miwik or Miwik, some I can't even think of his name. But he fought some white dude. And then I don't even think he made it the first round. If not, he made it to the second round.
Okay.
But yeah, it would have been all bad for him, not to be mean, but yeah, it
Yeah.
would have. Yeah, but hey, I'm glad I got a challenge because that was awesome. It was the best. And
And
like I said, I was holding back because I had to work. I had work at 3 o'clock, but I'm off this Saturday for this event. I'm off. I'm gonna go hard. We're going
Wait,
in.
you literally went to an event, had to fight, and then went the fuck to work. And then before you answer that, how far travel do you go to the event?
Uh, about an hour and 20 minutes.
So you were in a car for 3-ish hours, fought, and still made it to my man. You are employee of the fucking month.
That's right. Yep. I had to do it, man. Had to show up. So especially for street beef, that's one of the big pet peeves is if you sign up, you got to show up,
For
and I,
sure.
I like to show up, so that's my thing. I like to be early.
yeah.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I agree with you. When we went down to the hot box and I asked Wero, "What time you want me there to help?" and he said 6:30, I was wanted to be like, my clock doesn't say that early, but I said I was gonna ask there.
Yeah, man, that struggle right there. But Jay,
Definitely.
you'd be surprised, man. A lot of these guys, they got work the next day, they got work that night, and then in Broly's case, he's got work an hour after the fight. It's like
Literally.
you'd be
Yep. I had to
surprised.
leave right after that. Pretty much, I was able to stay for Kong's fight, and then I had to roll. That was a good fight too. Shout out to Kong.
They just
That's
dropped
just
that today.
crazy.
They just dropped
Oh, they
Kong's
dropped
fight
it.
today.
Okay, that's
Yup,
right.
yup.
Hey, kudos to him. That was a good fight. Good
It
knockout.
was. It was great knockout. And Kong has kind of had this back and forth, win loss, KO, get KO, KO. And it's really good to see him come back and get that dub, but also get another KO. I felt like y'all's
That's
fight was
right.
really good.
It's been in the air. They want us to do a rematch, so I don't know. It hasn't been officially made, but it's in the air. So we might be doing a rematch this event,
I
but
could see
I
it,
don't
man.
know.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that, man. The first fight was good. We saw highlights in the intro of the show today, and yeah, definitely reminded me of like that was a good fight, and it kind of does look like there could have been a to be continued on that one right there.
Definitely. I
So
twisted my ankle that day. I twisted my ankle when I fell. I twisted my ankle and that
mhm,
shit fucked me up. But I did not want to I didn't want to throw in the towel.
yeah,
But I don't know if you pay attention and you watch it, I end up popping because it was hurting. So I was just trying to push through it. And you notice it because he starts tagging me after I fall. If you pay attention at the beginning, he don't really get that many. But once I fall, I twisted my ankle and he started getting me a couple times.
mm,
So, but then eventually I started getting my groove back. It starts going away and I'm able to put in some work. But yeah, I'm happy for this mat on the floor thing. Oh, I'm so excited
yeah,
because
yeah.
that should help out a lot. And then I'm gonna try to get some shoes for this event as well.
Mm.
Be a little lighter on my feet. I have been training here and there. For the most part, there's times when I can't because I work, but other than that, I for sure make sure that I've been training.
I would hope so, bro, because he's hungry and he's been improving.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Like I
good.
said, he's somebody who's taken an L and came back and KO'd cats. You know what I mean? So it's like somebody who doesn't mind, tough situations. They have something to
That's
prove.
right.
You
That's
know what I mean? And
exactly.
just make sure you're ready, bro. Make sure you're ready.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
What did you think about
Do you?
go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna ask. Do you think you're gonna compete again?
For me, I would need a doctor's approval. I'm
Oh,
retired
really?
for a reason. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So
I didn't know that.
yeah, yeah. It's not something to parade around, but yeah, I've said that before. Uh,
Oh, wow.
Definitely still train. Still dangerous, but as far as competing, as far as
Right,
competing, is it worth it? You know what I'm saying? Is it worth it for free? You know.
right, exactly.
But yeah,
Well,
this
my hat off to you. I didn't know that.
yeah, yeah. The dirty boxing thing is like it sucks because that's something I would have loved to have done. You know,
Definitely.
I had mentioned something similar to that years ago, actually, which was basically a standing MMA match. Where you could pretty much do everything except it would need to be standing. So grappling is still involved. You know, a lot of things are still involved. It's just not necessarily in the dirt, in the sand. But the
Right,
idea didn't get picked up. But this is something like a similar, like a variation of that, and it's pretty dope. With the
okay.
elbows, the ground and pound. We had two heavyweight matches last event that were dirty boxing,
Yeah,
a part of the
I
tournament.
remember. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, man. Does it seem like something you would ever do?
I was thinking about it. I just wasn't sure if I was ready this tournament or this event.
Hmm.
Since I just came back, and like I said, I haven't really been training. I have been exercising, yes, but I haven't had no time to spar anybody or be able to put in that actual work where I know I'm ready. So
Yeah.
that's why I was like, I think I'll sit off this one, and I didn't know it was for the heavyweights, because then I probably would have just went and said, "F it, let me just join it, see where I
So
can
it's
go."
it's uh it's two it's two weight classes, and those weight classes are pretty open. So you got the 185 and up, and then you got the 185 or the 184 and below. You know,
Okay,
and the numbers might be a little, but I know for a fact this 185 and up would be quote unquote the heavy class, and then you have
right,
the smaller class, which is whatever number on down, and those guys can be anywhere in that weight. You know, um,
right.
but I believe the tournament is closed, so whoever's in it,
Right,
they're
right,
in it.
right.
I mean, I'm sure you could message someone if you needed, but uh, the dirty boxing style seems to be something that we're gonna keep. Like how we have the combat karate and
Oh
what
yeah,
have
yep, yep. That one was cool too.
you. Mhm.
I was there for I believe it was Young and Lavish. I was there for one of his fights, his karate fights, or like two of them. Hey, shout out to him too. He was my ride in one of the events.
Shout
Well,
out
what
young
you guys
young
need
and
to
laugh.
do next time Ryu comes out, you need to do some like board breaking competition between him and whoever wants to go against Ryu board breaking, just because that would break the internet. People love that shit. But Baby Broly, I gotta ask. So we talked to people about what it's like to get into the ring, what it's like when you get there. I was thinking about this the other night. What's the drive like? Like, what are you doing mentally in that drive even from when you wake up in the morning, knowing you're going to fight that day to getting to the event? Like, how do you process that in your head and get ready?
So me, I actually I am level minded. I'm cool. I don't have no feelings. I'm excited. I wake up ready to go. I'm antsy. I used to smoke. I don't smoke no more, so I'm more hyped up and active, and that helped out a lot. This match was a piece of cake. Like I was able to go the whole round. Not I wasn't winded or nothing. So I'm happy about that. But the drive is also good too. I love the scenery. It's really cool. I'm always jamming to some music. Got my water on the side, and then yeah, it's for I would say sometimes, and it's rarely happened, but you get it when you get there. If it doesn't happen before, it'll happen during, and it's been that case for me a couple times because you
When
don't
you
Now,
know
say
the
who you're
it,
first
gonna
time
what
you
do
fight.
ever,
you
oh, sorry, go ahead, guys.
when you say it, what are you referring to? When you get it, get what?
That feeling of people getting antsy and like their stomach dropping and then
A little
like
nerve.
anxious, yeah, the
Yeah.
nerve and all that. I don't ever really get it until I'm there because I don't know who I'm gonna fight. So, but once I find out who I'm gonna fight, I'm like, yeah, let's get it. So, for the most part, I don't really get that.
Did you
I
have
don't get
more nerves
antsy.
the first time? Did
No,
you get it? Oh, sorry.
yeah,
Oh,
no, and like I said, I don't get it for some reason. I would get it more at school, going to school, than I ever got it here. It's like it's I have a love for this thing, and I'm
Mhm.
always ready for it. I'm over there rushing
yeah.
my
See,
wife or
I only
doing
have it.
stuff.
I only have that high school experience, right? So like, there was times where you're like, hey, me and so going to fight after school. We had a corner that we called Smokers Corner that everybody went to right off of the school
We
property.
all had
See, there'd be
Smokers Hill.
nerves during the day, but like if you were out at say the county fair and somebody talked shit and it just popped off, that was better because there was no nerves. Like if I had to think about it about sixth, seventh, eighth hour, you're like, man, if I get my ass whooped in front of all these people, you know.
I've had a couple losses under my belt, so I've already felt that experience. So when I come, I'm ready to win. And like I said, I have held back a couple times, but I think now that I've seen what happens when I do fight, I can't hold back because I can't have it go to the judges no more. I need to just step in and handle the business and go up on my way to work. So that's how I think what I'm gonna start doing is just handling business, take it a little more serious.
Yeah, that's a good point because one thing I noticed in the fight, your most recent fight, uh, the guy seemed to be a boxer, picking his shots, using movement, slips and stuff. And then there was a point in which it almost seemed like he wasn't pulling the trigger. It got to a point where he was out positioning you with foot movement, but then he wasn't capitalizing, right? So now I'm looking at Broly like, okay, Broly's gonna take advantage and, kind of piece him up
No,
or,
and
you
that's
know,
exactly what I was waiting for. I was letting him gas out because I knew it was gonna get to him eventually, but
yeah,
I
it
didn't
seemed
get
like you
that
were waiting.
opportunity.
Yeah, it seemed like you were waiting just a little too long because you came
That's
off as
exactly what it was.
hesitant. And then you would throw the combination right at the last 20, 10 seconds. And I'm like, Broly, we needed this throughout the match. you
Exactly.
know.
That last moment when they stopped it, that's when I was like able to get a couple good licks in.
Mhm.
But I should have came like that from the beginning.
Do you
Did
think
his was there anything that was like throwing you off that he was doing?
Not necessarily. Like I like that he was able to, he added a little spice in there. But I
Hmm.
was trying to tell him like, don't get cocky because I'll end up getting you. Don't get cocky. And I was talking to him throughout the fight, like, and I give him his shout out too. He was a good solid puncher. I ain't gonna lie, a big dude. So that was pretty cool. And then but yeah, like once I spoke to him and he told me his point of view, I didn't think I was doing much until he told me like, yo, because I told him like I held back, and he was like, dude, I like the way he explained it. He was like, man, he was like, you were holding back. I was like, yeah, I gotta go to work at 3. So that was a really good feeling. It hyped me up more, knowing
Yeah.
that I actually could have done a lot more damage than I. So that's why I'm saying like I need to stop holding back because most of these people ain't holding back. So I can't I gotta give it my all as well.
Yes, definitely. I get fighters don't want to like really hurt people like when they're out there because they like them and they've had conversations. For me, the team sport, um, football, hockey, these sports that I played, if you're cautious, you'll get yourself hurt. I feel like combat sports, that's even more prevalent. Like, not cautious as like not getting hit, but like if you're worried about hurting the other guy, you're just going to end up getting yourself hurt at some point.
Exactly, because they ain't worried about that. They're trying to hurt you.
Yeah. Or at bare minimum, there's this perception of, you don't want to engage, the timid, the scared, the nerves, it creates that type of conversation. But
Exactly.
No, I agree. That's why I've never been against any two fighters who say we will not fight each other. We are way too close to fight each other. But I also don't have a problem with two guys who are good friends who go, it's a business, let's do it. But if you're personally too close to somebody that you can't punch them in the face, then you shouldn't be in there fighting them, right?
Right.
yeah,
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 it does get pretty. I get what you're coming from because there's some people I've been like, damn, that's my buddy. Like I am really close with that guy, and I wouldn't want to have to fight somebody. Then like me and Killer B, as much as I would love to fight him, I probably wouldn't be able to fight him because just of the fact that he put me on and I like everything that we've gone through. Like I wouldn't like to have to be that baby Broly in that ring, and so that I get where you're coming from.
I'm not trying to knock Somké out ever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not. Like, I don't like whatever. I can't do it. I'm not going to like. Plus, I'm not taking one of those knees if you watch the intro. But I'm not getting in there and trying to like knock Somké out. I'm just not doing it. And so I get it when people are like, but I also get it when people are in their prime and they're like doing this for a living and they're like, yeah, we're friends, but this got to happen. I'm like, cool. You guys can do it. I'm cool with it. But so, baby Broly, when it comes to fighting, like I know you say you got this love and this passion for it. In your perfect finish, what would that look like? What would be your perfect way to finish somebody?
Mm, perfect way to finish somebody. To be honest, I'm not really too sure. I would say a KO. A KO would be the perfect way to go out.
What's your
And he's
shot
just
though?
giving.
What you knocking them out with?
Ooh, it's probably either gonna be that the the brawler instinct of just being able to just go at it. If that don't hit, it might be a hook, could be an uppercut. So it could be the overhand. There's just a bunch of ways of being able to go about it. And probably my favorite would either be the hook or being able to give that energy of being able to go back and forth and just one of us collapse, and then I think that would be pretty badass.
yeah.
No, that's what I
I
love about
So
your
man,
fighting style is you don't care if you get hit. You have a mission. You are going to do what you're going to do. And if you got to eat one on the way in, you're like, so what? I'm going to eat this. I got something I got to do here.
Here come the overhand.
exactly.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I have been working on some new moves. I've been working on my footwork, uh, as well as cardio. So I just got to keep pushing it and keep driving into myself because I have been feeling it these last couple days, and I just got to keep pushing through.
Hell yeah,
Man, that key right there is everything. That cardio is no joke. Like I said,
bruh.
you will get winded. Everyone
What
thinks it's easy when.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No, I was actually gonna ask you, what have you been doing differently now that you've been with Street Beefs X amount of fights versus your very first fight before you came to Street Beefs?
All right, so I have been running. I've been doing combos. I've been doing footwork. I've been and that's all in this more recent after this last fight. This is all the stuff I've been doing. I've been able to run. I've been doing jump rope. I've been doing combinations. I'm trying to work on my eating, which has been a little hard because I love to eat. Shout out to my wife; she cooks very good. Um, but for the most part, I've been trying to get into it seriously. I've seen uh Big Daddy Williams been putting in work, and that's the type of determination I'm trying to have as well, is being able to work every day. But sometimes I just don't have it. I don't. I'm not able to do what I want because of the job or the kids or the family or bills. And you know what? At the end of the day, I still find a way to be able to put it in, and that's what I do. That's why I'm able to show up on Saturdays because I give them a heads up, like, yo, I need this day off. I'll give it to them the first day of the month. I'm like, I need this day off, and so that's how it worked out this month, for sure.
Awesome.
But, but yeah, like I wouldn't mind being able to train with you too, because man, it's such a good feeling being able to learn some new moves, and you're really good too. You got some solid punches. You got some good defense too. So yeah, definitely. I have been to Tiny Tank's um, little training events. I haven't
Hmm.
been to the one where they eat, where you have to work for it. I haven't been to that one. I said I was, but I didn't get to make it because I had to work that day. But yeah, his events are always pretty dope too. They'll get to you if you ain't ready for it.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
you
that
giving
last.
you. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. You were breaking
I
up.
was just saying, you giving Sam K all them compliments makes me want to like talk shit to him, but it's really hard when he's undefeated, right? You know, it's really hard to talk any kind of shit after he gets all those compliments. But it just made it difficult. I'm like sitting here like he's getting way too much praise. We kind of got to talk shit to Sam K, and then you're like, you can't. Hall of Famer, undefeated.
Yeah,
That
he's
but
undefeated for a reason.
I appreciate it.
He knows what he's doing when it comes down to it. He's got some, so his connections do connect when he does throw them. I don't ever really see no sloppiness from him.
but I
I
did want
definitely
to
had
ask
my
you, baby.
moments.
Oh, sorry,
Go
guys.
ahead,
I have a
Jason.
little lag here. My bad. I wanted to ask you, baby Broly, where does that aggressive, like coming forward style come from you? Did you grow up with brothers you fought? Did you fight like in high school? Like, where did that aggression of like, I'm willing to eat whatever comes my way because I know I got something for you?
All right, so when it comes down to that, I've actually don't have no brothers. So I'm the only male in my family. I have a little sister. We're 10 years apart. So I've never ever but once fought in real life where I
Oh
had
wow.
to. Yeah, I've only gotten in a fight once, and that was because my wife got disrespected, and I had to, step up and
Keep
do
my
something about
wife's
it.
name.
Out your mouth.
My bad. My bad.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
perfect.
definitely was such a good experience because I did not see that coming. I thought I was gonna get my ass whooped, to be honest. He was like the Debo of the block to me. I used to look up to him. He was a big homie, and I was like, man, he like disrespected her, but it wasn't no friendly matter. And like, I was like, yeah, you can't be doing that, especially in our home. So I was like, yeah, we can catch the friendly fade. And he was like, all right, let's go outside then. And the craziest part is he was taller than me, so I'm looking up to him, and as I'm looking up to him in his face, he goes to my jaw and he's like, I'm gonna realign that jaw for you. I was like, oh my god, I'm about to get whooped. But it turned out differently. God knew what he was doing, and yeah, that I'll leave it at that. It was a very crazy experience, and I still tried to smoke with him after, but he didn't want to. And then
Yeah, you
when it
said
comes down,
friendly.
Yeah, exactly. I did say friendly, and he just wasn't feeling it. I popped his kneecap out of place. I busted his head, and then I gave him a black eye. So he was gone for a couple days. His wife was really happy about it. I guess they used to go
Yeah.
through it, and yeah, so she was on sideline just straight yelling and yeah, how's it feel to be on the other side? It was crazy,
Mm.
crazy experience.
You saved the
But
whole
when it comes
neighborhood,
down,
bruh.
yeah, the whole neighborhood was there. I swear,
That
everybody was there. It was crazy. It was yeah, pretty much my first fight, and
that sound like
the
Craig and
reason
Debo for real. On
that's exactly
Let's
how
give
it
up
felt
my
like.
hand.
damn.
Right. I just didn't have to grab the brick. My hand was the brick. So
Yeah, yeah.
when it comes down to me giving that adrenaline and being able to rush is from Dragon Ball Z, I ain't gonna lie. And a lot of the reason is because oh, and Luffy is a big reason why I just kept giving that nonstop. That was a real cool little experience. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna
That's
use that to my advantage from One Piece.
that's one piece. Yeah, okay, okay. Just making sure.
Yep. So I just go till I can't no more and keep pushing. But another reason is because I used to spar a lot of my friends and they were bigger than me. So I've always had that having to deal with big people. So all this is not new to me. I'm used to having to fight big dudes. I used to have well, I still do, a best friend of mine. Shout out to Cole. If you ever watched this, shout out to you, man. You helped me out through all of this. Me and him would always fist fight, just no gloves, no nothing. We would end up arguing and we would just start going at it, and our other friend would have to stop us. Man, those were the days. I used to love it. There was times when we would punch fist to fist, like in the animes and stuff. So badass. I used to love it. But yeah,
So
like I
earlier,
said,
go ahead. My
go
bad.
ahead. Nope, nope, I'm good.
No, earlier Jay had asked a question that was pretty similar to what I was going to ask you, which was, did you grow up fighting? And you were basically saying you've only been in that one fight. But what I'm hearing is you had a lot of training through your friends and you know
Exactly. Yeah.
sparring and fist fighting with the fellas and stuff. That's what it sounds like. You got that experience.
Yeah, that's where that street beef comes from in me
Okay,
because I used to box with them and all that. But my legit first fight was with that guy. I've never really been in a fight.
gotcha.
Yeah, so which is really really good because it's all about peace and love. That's it. I don't want to hurt nobody out of the ring. It's different now, you know. But yeah, shout out to everybody who's watching. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to MMA Underground. Thank you guys for having me here. It's a blessing. Happy to be back. And I appreciate you guys a lot.
Glad to
But
have you,
yeah,
brother.
yes, it's such a great feeling being able to be like, oh, I was doing the countdown and everything since yesterday.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I actually had to go to work today. I was supposed to be off, but someone
yeah. I
called
remember.
off. So I'm like, it's cool. It didn't affect this. So I was like, yeah, I'm totally okay with it. So
Hey, well, I appreciate your dedication, bro. Much appreciated. And I mean, shoot, with you potentially fighting every month, I mean, we got to have you back on later in the year just to follow up
yeah,
with you. But
definitely.
with, with that being said, we got a lot of new heavyweight contenders, and I wanted to know: do you see yourself matched up with anyone other than Kong in the future, or is there anyone you'd like to be matched up with?
There's a couple. I don't really know too many names, but there is one particular one that I would probably eventually like to fight once I'm up there. And that would be Colossus.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, Colossus
And
seems like a cool guy, good energy, and he looks like he could throw down. I feel like he would be the next one to be able to go with me round per round, fist for fist. So that's what I like to see.
it's a big boy, man.
I was thinking the same
Very big
thing.
boy, bro. Very big boy. Yeah,
But
that's
yeah, man.
they
I
don't
mean,
call
that's a
me
great
baby
pick.
Broly for nothing, man.
Facts. That's a great pick, man. I mean, he's like top of the food chain. Him and 619. You know,
Yeah, that's
they're
another one. Eventually, I
okay.
didn't know he was heavyweight. That threw me off when I seen he had fought Doughboy. So I didn't expect him to be a heavyweight as well.
Yeah, he's the champ.
And yes, and he's pretty talented too. So eventually, I would like to go at it with him as well. Shout out to 6-1, to yeah 619, right?
Mm-hmm. Six
Yeah, shout out to
nineteen.
Colossus. Oh, really? Okay, and shout
No,
out
no,
to
no. Six one
Colossus
nine.
too.
The 619.
619.
But yeah, man. Those two are talking about meeting each other in the finals of the Big Dog tournament. And you know, who's to say things may turn out differently, but that would be a great matchup. And then you with either of those two would be great as well. Um, definitely in the future, big time matchups right there. Anyone else that's caught your eye?
um, to be honest, oh, what was eventually Grizzly? I don't know if he's still in this, but Grizzly was a good fight too. I see he
Yeah,
has a little some good
it's been over
hands.
a year. We haven't seen or heard from him. I need to hit him up, check on him, and see what's going on. But that would be a good match on paper. But yeah, we'd have to check on him and see what his health is
Yeah,
like.
yeah, because I seen his last fight. I was there for that. Man, it was crazy. It was pretty hectic, man. I
Yeah,
hope he's okay. Shout out to him as well.
yeah, man.
Mm,
But yeah, stacked division, you know, and there's always new guys joining the heavyweight division as
exactly.
well. So you know, there's no short of fights for you in the future.
Now,
Yes, bring them all.
Baby Broly, would you be willing to do something else? Would you do MMA? Would you do any other um,
Um, I was
style?
thinking about it the other day. Actually, I was thinking about it the other day, and to be honest, I think I would. But at the same time, it's like I ain't ready for those kicks. I don't want no kicks. I'm too short. I can't give no kicks back. So either I'm going through that leg, or I'm gonna break you down and get to you. But yeah, like I've always used to with my friends, like I was telling you guys earlier, I used to spar with them, and like this was before even got a hold of boxing gloves. We would wrestle, and one of my buddies was really good at that. So I was able to, catch a couple little good stuff because of him, because he would always put me in the arm bar or like triangle hold, and like I'd be like, what the fuck? So he was really good at that. And like I said, I was able to pick up on a lot of those stuff. So it would, I think, even a choke would be super easy to get somebody, because when it comes down to these arms, they're pretty strong. But I feel like that would be cheating. I would want to like go blow for blow, like when it comes down to it. So that's why I choose boxing.
What about boxing in some 4 ounce gloves?
Ooh, that would hurt for whoever I'm fighting. Yeah, cause I
Facts.
got some knockers, man. I got some big hands, and I feel like that would probably be a little easier, but I don't know. That I never thought about that.
That's see,
I'm
I
already
think,
drawing blood with 12 ounces, so imagine 4 ounce gloves. Oh my gosh,
and
that'd
I
be
almost think
crazy.
that's the smallest people should go. I know people do bare knuckle and stuff, but I broke a knuckle a couple times in my life, and that shit ain't good, man. So like 4 ounces is just enough to keep your hand from breaking most of the time.
You
Right.
definitely it's a different way of punching for sure. You know, I think a lot of guys they go into it trying to approach it like it's regular boxing. and it's not. It's,
Yeah,
the
definitely not.
glove
I already can
completely
tell
different.
by just by hearing that the ounce difference. Yeah, that's a big difference. And those things
Oh
are
yeah,
very light. They're not
yeah,
that padded either. So, yeah, whichever way they're going, it's gonna hurt. I know I
facts.
ain't that pretty, but I like my face.
Mhm.
Nah, for
Yeah,
real,
man.
man.
It'd
Shout
be
out to
explosive
Killer
though.
B again. He split my eye once while we were boxing. I didn't even realize it. So that was pretty cool. I was excited. That was a really
He-
cool experience. He stopped and got all like worried. I was like, what are you talking about? Let's keep going. And he was like, bro, you're bleeding. I was like, oh shit, I am. So that was pretty cool. I got the video of it on my YouTube channel. So if you go in there and look for it, I'm pretty sure you'll find it.
Shout out to YouTube for the people.
At Baby Broly 737. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get 500 subscribers. I'm at 216.
Y'all heard the man.
Yes.
Go check him out. Subscribe. And while you at it, you better be subscribed if you're watching this show right here, right now. If you're not, go ahead and subscribe.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah, man. Shit,
Man.
bro. What's up?
Well,
I just want to say I love you guys, man. I appreciate you guys having me on here. For real.
I do have
Absolutely,
another
bro.
question for you, baby Broly, but I was just going to subscribe actually to your channel right now. But so I know you want to fight a lot this year. I know you want to stay active, that kind of thing. Like, what's the end goal for baby Broly by the end of the year?
By the end of the year, by the end of the year, I want to be able to say that I was able to reach out to all these people who are watching or who do end up watching to get them out of that street life and be able to help them to get into something that will take them away from that. So that's one thing I do want to do is just help people out, whether it be lending something, providing food, or even giving them a chance to be able to get out of that lifestyle they're in and bring them into this lifestyle and being able to spar and stay away from that gang activity. So that's one thing I would love to do is just be able to provide and help. And that's why I'm here.
Nice.
Dope, man. And that's the beautiful part about it is like, it's a community of people who are, like-minded and, a lot of us have broken backgrounds or families or households and we come together and we find a way and we make a way, and people like yourself, people like Jay, people like me, we do what we can, and it's a beautiful thing because you do see that it does touch people, you know.
It does. Hey, it touched me, man. It got me out of that lifestyle. I've been wanting to be a badass, even though I never was that type of person. But yeah, it got me closer to find myself and be able to be like, yeah, I want to focus on being able to just, fix my life, get it together and be able to provide for my family as well. So being able to train and spar and just go out and go try to spar with somebody and be active and having to drink a lot of water because it feels great. So that's such a good feeling. And a goal, my finishing goal would probably try to get a gym up for us. Have a street beef gym out here in Vegas for those who want to come and actually dedicate themselves into boxing or even trying to go and compete at the street beef. That's what I would like to do is make a gym for us and help us to
Dope.
come all to one place because we're all everywhere. So it would be cool to just be able to go to that gym and then, once one day of the week and be able to find all those people you see on the channel and be like, yo, like such a good feeling. That's
Yeah.
the feeling I had when I went to the first street beef. I came up to you, bro, and I shook your hand. I was like, man, I love watching this, and it was such a good feeling because the day before, like couple days before, I was watching all the videos, and I happened to meet Killer B, and he was like, yeah, I'm on this. Like I was like, what? There's no way. And it showed. It was crazy to from watching it to being able to be in it is just a crazy experience. I never thought I would ever have that chance, and it happened. So
Small world, man. Small world.
exactly, very small world.
Yeah, man. Definitely want to try to get with you. Maybe sometime next week. Uh, and get a little training session.
That
Get you
hey,
back.
that would be a blessing because I know you said you don't do it no more. So I would appreciate that. That would be a blessing,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we'll get something figured out with our schedules and everything. But
definitely,
that's once again, that's what this community's for and what it's about. It's really a bridge, and we just so happen to fight, at times, but more so we're making connections, and to much of what you just spoke on is we're healing ourselves, we're finding ways to better
definitely,
ourselves. You mentioned drinking water and trying to clean up your diet and, be a good example for your family and for the people watching. And, we don't realize like, we're damn near becoming somewhat role models,
right, right. It's
you
crazy to
know?
say, but that's very true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I
So,
was once explaining street beefs to a friend of mine, and he's literally like, "Oh, so it's the elk lodge for people who want to punch each other in the face." And I started laughing, and I said, it is kind of a fraternity, and I know everybody thinks college, but not every fraternity is college. There's fraternal order of whatever and whatever that people join as adults to have community, to have,
mm,
to network, to have people to lean on. And Street Beefs just happens to be the same thing with people who like to compete.
yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely. Real quick before we wrap, you were at the first event of the year. And I just wanted to get your thoughts on any of the bangers that went down that day because we had several. I mean, if not every fight was a fire fight. Any of them stand out outside of your own?
Yeah. The one that stood out and everyone knows was the Coyote fight because I was actually sparring with what's his name? Uh
Protestant?
El Bandido, I believe his name is. He was
Okay.
helping me out, warming me up, and everyone was just going nuts. And I was like, he asked me like, "Yo, you want to keep going?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, let's keep going." And then we sparred a little more. He was holding the mitts for me, so he's telling me some stuff. And then everyone went nuts again. I'm like, "All right." I was like, "Let's." I'm warmed up. We can tune in
Yeah.
real quick because it's
Yeah.
going crazy. And that's when we got there, and he was on the floor. I was like, no, like like he would spar with me. I would go to the sparring things with Tiny Tank, and I would see them, and then like they're my guys and stuff. So, and then El Coyote is a really nice guy too. I actually spoke with him after the event and his match, and I spoke to him, and he talked to me about mine, and then that was just a cool experience being able to be told something like good things from my fight from someone who's so like into it and like has a lot of fights and is known to be almost one of the best of his division. So it was really good experience to be able to hear that from him because I've seen most of his fights and he puts in a lot of work, definitely. So one
New
day
rule:
I'll say it. Yeah.
no sparring while a legend is about to fight.
Definitely, because you won't be able to spar correctly. You'll hear
Yeah,
all that in the background. Definitely.
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, that was a banger. Yeah, man, that was a hell of a fight, and as well as yours, as well as several others that day, man. But I'm definitely looking forward to this month's event. Good luck to whoever you're fighting.
Thank
um,
you.
and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that rematch. I don't know if that's going to go down this month or not, but you
Who
versus
knows? But I
Kong
hope
is,
so too.
yeah, yeah, that sounds like fireworks. But shit,
Definitely.
man, we can't keep you all night. It's been a great interview, but we got to wrap it up. Any shout
Yes,
outs, any
sir.
plugins, you can go ahead and do that.
Plug that YouTube
All right.
again.
Hey, at Baby Broly, Broly. If you guys can't spell Broly, 737. So at Baby Broly 737. Um, Facebook is Anwar Anuar Flores, and then my Instagram is Flores Anwar 320. Make sure you guys tune in. Shout out to the block. Shout out to MMA Underground, Heart in the Fight, Street Beef West Coast. Um, who else? And pretty much anybody who watches this. I appreciate you guys for tuning in and being able to help them get their podcast up because it's such a good podcast. To be honest, I love tuning in every time I see it live. So I appreciate you guys again for having me on here for the second time. Thank you guys.
Yes, sir. And won't be the last. Won't be the last. We appreciate you and your time, brother.
You have a great night,
Hey,
man.
all right. Hey, you guys have a great night too. Thank you so much.
Another great show.
Another great episode, man. Got to thank Baby Broly once more. Couldn't have done it without you, bro. Once again, looking forward to this month's event and seeing you perform. But shit, Jay, it's probably time for us to wrap. Let's go ahead and get these shout outs out the way. Shout out to the West Coast, the best coast. Shout out to the OG Yard. Shout out to Dirty South. We do this for y'all. We appreciate y'all. Everybody watching live, everybody on replay, everyone in the comments, thank you. Jay, thank you. We kill it every week. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Well, shout out to everybody out there watching. Shout out to all the street beefs, like Somké said. Shout out to Baby Broly. It's always a great time when you can have a show and it's just a conversation and it feels, real natural. So I appreciate that. And I always see him in the chat and appreciate his support and all of you out there supporting. But Somké, I appreciate you. You're the one who finds all of the great guests for us every week. So appreciate all the work and dedication you put in. And my favorite time of the week is Tuesdays at MMA Underground. So I hope it's your guys' favorite time of the week too. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification button so you don't miss any of the shows. And speaking of not missing the shows, tune in 15 minutes for Winging It, where Freeze's Hoff, Low Key, and Payne Gusto will, who knows what the fuck they're going to do. That's why it's called Winging It, but it's always a blast. All right, guys. One world, one love. Deuces.